It's a song called Boots on the Ground. And with that song, a dance also called Boots on the Ground. And a lot of people are upset with the little girl they call Miss Shirley because I think she's around 4 years old. She's a toddler. And she has been doing that dance, Boots on the Ground, and have been booked to perform in places that's normally set aside for adults. And so there's a lot of people on TikTok that's very upset with her mother and feel that her mother is pushing her out there to perform for adults. She has also been on different talk shows, been interviewed by adults and different things like that about the way she's dancing to that song, Boots on the Ground. And one of the concerns that they have, because, like I said, she's performing for adults, she's in adult environments, and she's around men. And, in some of the performance, there are men that have been hugging her, picking her up. She's been sitting on men's lap. And what they're trying to say to the mother is be careful because there's a lot of perverts out in this world, and you're subjecting your daughter to these perverts by putting her in these positions or video her doing these dances that are the way she's moving is, very sensual for a 4-year-old child. Her mother, feel like, y'all are just hating, she's basically going to just continue to do what she want to do. And some people agree with the mother, and some people agree with the other people who saying that the mother should not be putting her child in this position. I did see one video where Johnny Gill is singing the song My," which is an adult song that a child should not be listening to or dancing to. And so to that song, she's doing what is said in the video. She's putting on her red dress, her high heels, makeup, and all that. And so a 4-year-old child is not going to understand what that song means or the way a person will visualize that song in their head, but an adult will. And so you're not putting her in that position for other children. You are putting her in that position for adults to look at. And that's where people concern is coming in at. Now, I've seen a video with her daughter speaking Spanish, and so that's good because she is teaching her daughter.
Puedo contar en español. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 16.
No one is saying that she's a bad mom, but she should understand what's out in the world, regardless of what she feel about what everyone is seeing. There are predators out there that will be watching your daughter. There are predators out there that will be fantasizing about your daughter. You have your daughters dancing to these adult songs where profanity is being used and different things like that, and the way she's moving her body. I have always stated, like, I don't like seeing little girls twerking. I don't like little girls being at a party where there's adults around, they're dancing and they're twerking or they're doing certain dances while adult men and adult women are around. I don't feel that they should do that. But a parent is going to monitor their child the way they want to. Unfortunately, they're not looking or paying attention to what's out there in the world and just allowing their child to be a child, allowing their child to be around other kids, or if they're going to dance or whatever they're going to do, have it more child oriented. Have them dancing where they're not being very suggestive. Have them dancing where there's other kids around, more kid friendly type of setting and things like that. But don't put her in front of adults because all you're doing is baiting wolves. You're putting bait out there for these wolves, for these predators, and they're looking. And that's what you need to understand as a mother, regardless of what you feel, what you think, or how you're trying to raise your daughter. You're putting your daughter out there for these predators to see. There's someone who has your daughter's video and they're watching it on repeat, doing what they want to that video. You have to understand that. And that's not saying anything against you as a mother. That's just basically saying be aware of what's out there in the world. You know, you might be doing this because you think it's fun, you think it's cute, you don't see anything wrong with it, but understand you're not the only one that's looking at your daughter. It's not like it's just you and your daughter in the house and she's dancing and she's doing that and y'all just having a kiki together. You're putting your daughter on the internet, the World Wide Web. Anyone that has access to the World Wide Web has access to your daughter, and they're watching everything that your daughter is doing. Perverts are fantasizing about your daughter and the way she's moving, the way she's dancing, the way she's throwing her hips. That is what you as a mother has to understand. And this is what you as a mother has to protect, because they're not going to stop watching your daughter. They will continue to watch your daughter as she gets older. You see it all the time where these men start communicating with these kids, acting as if they are kids themselves. Your daughter is going to get older. You're teaching your daughter that it's okay to be friendly to these other adults, is to be friendly to these grown men, to perform for grown men. This is what you're teaching your daughters. And these predators know this, and these predators are watching. So I pray for you as well as your daughter. And I would like to say thank you for watching my video. My name is Delmarshae. Please like, share, and subscribe.